Welcome back, everybody. We got ourselves a new-ish tournament. Here's the team. New-ish, I mean it came out yesterday. This is just going to be Hummer with Lost Vein, Judar with Timepiece, and he's unique. And we have Sasuke, Mine's Divine, and I have Infernal Gaze on him. I like to throw Nail on Koichi if you have Nail. I would highly recommend bringing Koichi. And I'm bringing Windy through Clover on her just because. And I have a Golden Bulma. Definitely experimented a lot. There's some really good strats for Eins, but this is the one that worked the best for me so far. So throw your Judar down here right away up front so he can start taking out units, and get your Bulma down, get an upgrade on her. You can also just start off throwing down a bunch of, like, all three of your Sasukes. Just make sure they're all right up front there against that invisible wall. You want the wave skips to happen really fast in the beginning here. It's all about efficiency because at the end you ultimately want to lose to running out of time. You don't want to lose to a unit actually making it all the way through if you can help it. Yep, just keep getting your upgrades on your Bulmas, get these guys down. I'm going to set all these Sasukes to strongest for the time being. And especially if you don't have a golden Bulma, maybe don't put Koichi down right away, you know? Maybe you could just throw your Sasukes down and start upgrading them first instead, and then worry about Koichi later. But Judar is going to be by far the most important at the beginning here, so just make sure you get your Judar upgraded pretty quick. Still considering making a non-unique version of this. That's just kind of hard with trait enabled. I don't know how well I'm going to do, or even what units I would use to like replace Judar in this case. Maybe, you know, if you have a good Freerin to help handle the airs in the beginning, and then you just focus hard on Sasuke, something like that. But I just don't think it's going to be, I don't know, it seems like it'd be pretty rough, to be honest. But anyways, you're looking at kind of the main basic setup here already. I like to get Sasuke to his highest cone upgrade whenever the wave 10 boss spawns, so he can just, or did I say Sasuke or Judar? I like to get Judar to his maximum cone upgrade whenever the boss spawns here at wave 10, because he can just one-shot him. And then, again, you're just focusing on getting your Judar maxed. Then I would go into, you could still probably get one Koichi up to his level 5 upgrade, which gives him that better slow debuff on the enemies. But you're going to want to get your Sasuke's upgraded and just keep doing damage as fast as possible, as much as possible in the beginning, to get the waves to skip as fast as possible. So I'm also going to end up throwing a Hamura down after I have my Koichis down, and it's going to be slid in right there next to Judar, so that her freeze is pretty much within the same AoE as Judar's full circle. Yep, so he should just one-shot this guy. Once again, if you don't have Golden Bulma, I'm going to focus on Koichi next here, after I get my Judar to his circle, full circle AoE. But, you know, you don't need to do that if you don't have Golden Bulma. You can just go straight into upgrading Judar again as soon as you can, and then worry about getting a couple Koichis down. And you really only need to upgrade one of them for the time being. But I'll show you where I'm going to place the other ones in any case. So I like to set this furthest one up here, I like to set him to closest. You can toy around with that if you want, but I like to set him to closest. I'll end up putting one right behind him and setting him to last. So you have them kind of, the circle kind of hitting in the middle, one kind of hitting at the end. And I'll even throw another Koichi down back by that rock. And I'll have him set to first. So most of the path is getting slowed at all times, ideally. I might keep messing around with this. Maybe I'll go ahead and evo my Elfie. See what I can do, see what I can make happen. But yeah, by far the best run so far with this team set up here. Bam, that's all the Koichi placements. get your Judar maxed out. Like I said, you're going to want to hit upgrade 5 on each of the Koichis at least. Depending on your SPA, you might even, especially if you have Golden Bulma, you might want to try to get him another upgrade too, just to make his slow supply slightly faster and he can do a little more damage. But yeah, here's where I'm sliding in Hamura right here. And the biggest thing is you should have all of, at least one Koichi upgraded, and all of your Sasuke's maxed, and your Judar maxed, and your Hamura to her higher tier, level 7, I believe. This is when she gets her highest tier of cooldown on her time stop. And you need to have all of that set up by the time the wave 30 boss comes around. At this point, it's just me upgrading stuff. It's the order that it happens in isn't super important, but for a lot of you, I would think that getting your Sasuke's upgraded first and foremost is a big priority, more than any of the other units, except for, like I said, just one Koichi. So at this point, just upgrading stuff, and I will go ahead and speed up to when it starts getting intense, and you kind of need to lock in on this one. So. Alright, we're at wave 30 now, guys. This is when it starts getting a little more technically challenging. You want to make sure your Hamura has her time stop available when the boss spawns in. So the second he steps within that AoE. Mine, I got kind of lucky here, and it's pretty much right when he's in hit the AoE. He gets time stopped, so I didn't even have to change anything. But if you have to disable it for a little bit before that, do it, because he needs to get time stopped as much as possible. And as long as you do that, it shouldn't be very difficult to take him out. But after taking him out, you're going to have to maybe play around with your Sasuke's a little bit here. I just kind of, just in case, set one to first. But even if you don't, that boss should die just fine. I don't know what I'm doing trying to change Judar. I think I just accidentally clicked on Judar instead. But yeah, max out your Hamura if you can. You don't necessarily need to if you want to save it for like replacing Hamuras in the back and like a Koichi in the back to slow down units to make it through. I reset him to strongest for the time being, but I probably would still, like if it looks like one's starting to make it pretty far, I'd probably go ahead and switch one to first. Just to be safe. You definitely want to stop them from breaking through as long as you can. Yeah, so that's what you're mainly doing here, right? Leading up to the end. And at some point, probably close to like 2.5 minutes, I'm gonna set all my Sasuke's to weakest. So that they can just start taking out all of the weaker enemies, you can get more kills. Just sometime like sub 3 minutes, I'd probably do that. Yeah, so I do it about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But, have some trouble clicking on some of the Sasuke's here because of the massive Susanoo behind them, but yeah. Get them all to weakest, and then you're going to want to start slowing / if you have extra Hamuras, time stopping these enemies back here. Obviously, if one makes it through with, you know, just like a few 100,000 health, you might even be able to take it out with your Koichi, so I would actually upgrade him a bit more, but since it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to kill these ones, I'm just going to get him to his extra slow upgrade, which is upgrade 5 in this case, for me. I mean, it's going to be upgrade 5 for you, but like, I could put another upgrade on him and make him slow even faster. But as long as I think I'm going to have enough time by the end, it should be okay. I even messed this one up a little bit because he's not able to apply slow here, but he attacks. So just make sure you lead them a little bit. So you're just slowing and time stopping these first units up here and letting your other guys put in work up front and hopefully getting some extra kills. And that's definitely way too far back, so I think I just, yeah, delete him and put him a little further up. You don't have to lead them that far. But as long as you're going to end up actually running out of time, that's the main thing. Don't let these guys make it to the end before time runs out. Already breaking my previous record there that I had done with like some kind of Ein strat, I think. And if I didn't botch some of this, and if I had extra Hamuras to throw down, I might have even been able to get even more kills, maybe even breaking like 800. You know, it just depends on how efficient you are with stuff like that. And part of it is probably just luck too, but I've reran this a couple times and gotten right around 790, so yeah. Hope it helps you guys out, maybe, I don't know. This is just what worked for me. If you can't pull off one of the other strats, best of luck to you. Thanks for watching once again. And as always, take care of yourselves, guys, and peace out.